Welcome to this new Elden Ring video. Today we are going to see what are the best weapons for dexterity builds. I remind you that the weapons are not placed in ranking order, not even from the poorest to the strongest. I simply don't follow a precise order but based on which ones I prefer. Let's start with the first weapon in this video. Number 1, Roers Rapier. Is a thrusting sword in Elden Ring, scales primarily with strength and dexterity, and is a versatile sparring weapon for landing quick empowered hits. The weapon's ability is Glint Blade Phalanx, which creates 4 swords around the character, which will fire automatically as soon as an enemy enters their range. Roers Rapier weapon can be found at +8 from Sorcerer Rogier on the balcony in the Round Table Fortress after defeating Godric the Grafted. Number 2, Backhand Blade. Is a backhand blade in Elden Ring, scales primarily with strength and dexterity, and is a good paired weapon for agile builds that prefer DEX as it has S scaling and DEX at max upgrade. The ability of this weapon is Blind Spot, allows the user to become a true assassin by attacking the blind spot of the target at high speed. Blind Spot uses keen affinity and is usable on backhand blades. The backhand blade weapon can be found beside a coffin, in the Inquisitor enemy's area of Gravesite Plain, northeast from the Scorched Ruins site of Grace. Number 3, Bolt of Grand Sachs. Is a spear in Elden Ring, scales primarily with strength and dexterity, and is a potent lightning-imbued weapon to hunt down dragon-like enemies or engage dangerous foes from afar. The ability of this weapon, Ancient Lightning Spear, is a unique skill that can be used on the Bolt of Grand Sachs. Can be found in Leyndell, Royal Capital, after beating Godfrey, First Elden Lord, Golden Shade from the Erdtree Sanctuary Grace, walk out the western door, take the elevator down, go down the staircase to the walkway, jump down onto the giant spear lodged into the building, and then walk up it. The time has come for the last 3 weapons. I left them for last because they are my favorites, and in my opinion, they are also the strongest weapons that can be used with a dexterity build. Number 4, Bloodhound's Fang. Is a curved greatsword in Elden Ring, scales primarily with strength and dexterity, and is a potent weapon, capable of performing brutal melee attacks against enemies and immediately taking distance from them. Bloodhound's Finesse is a special ability only available for the Bloodhound Fang and cannot be applied to other weapons via Ashes of War, so if you want to use or try this ability you can only do so via this weapon. The Bloodhound's Fang weapon can be obtained by the Bloodhound Knight Darrowil, in Limgrave. Number 5, Nagiba. Is a katana in Elden Ring, scales primarily with strength and dexterity, and is a good weapon for dealing an extra blood loss effect on top of the initial physical damage this weapon causes. This weapon's ability, Unsheath, is a regular ability that can be found in Ashes of War and applied to katanas. Unsheath also uses keen affinity. Obviously I recommend equipping Rellana's cameo. The Nagiba weapon can be found in different ways, dropped by Bloody Finger Hunter Yura to the north of Murkwater Cave or in his camp near Seaside Ruins Site of Grace, or if you kill by the Zamor Ruins Site of Grace, you can loot the Ronin armor set from him, and the weapon will be found in his usual spot just north of Murkwater Cave, or it can be found south of the Dragon Burnt Ruins under the broken structure. Number 6, Hand of Maia. Is a katana in Elden Ring, scales primarily with strength and dexterity, and is a good weapon for samurai build and bleed builds. This weapon's skill, Waterfowl Dance, is a unique skill that is only available for the Hand of Maia, and cannot be added to any other weapon by Ashes of War. The Hand of Maia weapon can be drawn by Enia out of the remembrance of the Rock Goddess at the Round Table Hold, obtained after killing Maia, Blade of Miquella. The Hand of Maia and the Nagiba are some of the best weapons you can use for your dexterity build due to their extended reach and ability to proc bleed. If looking for better poise damage, go with either the Bloodhound's Fang or Roers Rapier. Alternatively, for a heavy-hitting ranged option that also deals decent poise damage, you have the Bolt of Grand Sachs, whose lightning attack scales exclusively with DEX. We have reached the end of this video. Thank you if you stayed until the end. If you liked the video, I ask you to leave a like, subscribe so as not to miss the next contents, and to support me.